I'm Eric Hansen, and this week on Epic Trails, I'm exploring wintry West Virginia and the New River Gorge. Let's do this! Yeah! It's gonna be good. Oh, no, I thought we had it.
I'm Eric Hansen. When I see a trail, I see more than a path from point A to point B. A good trail is the ultimate opportunity to explore, to discover new landscapes, and to challenge myself. When I don't have a pack on my back, I'm thinking about my next big adventure, because my mission is simple. My mission is to discover the world's most epic trails. West Virginia is the only state to be completely covered by the Appalachian Mountains. It's known for its rugged landscapes, winding rivers, and warm hospitality. It is a worthy destination and should be on everyone's travel list. As John Denver so eloquently put it in his classic tune, "Take me home, country roads. West Virginia just feels like the place I belong." It's mid-January, and the typically snowy mountains have been hit with a recent bout of rainy weather. Luckily, the highest points of West Virginia, the Knobs, are tall enough to have scraped ice from the sky, leaving behind a fantastically beautiful frosted landscape. West Virginia is the East Coast's outdoor playground. Despite being less than a half-day's drive from the busiest cities in the U.S., West Virginia is home to a huge amount of wilderness and trails. And that, my friends, is music to my ears.
The Otter Creek Wilderness is one of the prized wilderness areas of West Virginia. It is an old area that has been logged and cut before, but thankfully a lot of these places have been recognized as unique and worth protecting, so they've been designated as wilderness areas. The rock would be cool, but it's gonna be slopey. Ooh. Slippery. Well, I found a nice little dry spot right here at the creek. Beautiful place, and I'm gonna make some lunch. Brought out some bacon. Got some onions, peppers, cabbage, a little bit of butter in there, and a little bit of brie bean chili. It's gonna make a real fine lunch special here. Don't need to cook this at all, just need to get it warm so that it's satisfying. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with that. That's the way to do lunch. Uh-oh. Is this the way you can? Ooh, yeah. Oh, with grace and style, my friends. We made it back. Pack's feeling lighter. Time to keep moving. So I'm meeting up with Brooke, who is one of the rangers out here for the U.S. Forest Service, and it is a cool opportunity to be able to get to hike with somebody who has a lot of local expertise, but also just brings a lot of passion for the way that she cares about the landscape and wants to inspire people to experience West Virginia in a safe way and in a responsible way, but still in a way that's playful and fun and that allows people to really fall in love with these landscapes.
Well, we're here in Tucker County, but Otter Creek Wilderness, this is a congressionally designated wilderness area. We have 8 on the forest, and this area comprises about 21,000 acres almost of designated wilderness, and overall in the forest we're at about 115,000 acres. So Otter Creek Wilderness really offers opportunities to really get a chance at self-reliance, because Otter Creek is wild, and because it's a wilderness area, you often have to traverse those stream crossings without any kind of assistance or reassurance that you're still on the trail. So it's definitely not for everybody, and it's not for the faint of heart, especially because the mud there will probably suck you right in at times, or the river could take you away with it if you're not being careful.
Epic Trails is brought to you by West Virginia Tourism, Almost Heaven. Mystery Ranch, built for the mission. And Cotopaxi, gear for good.
Well, I think there might be a campsite up here. There seems to be a trail. Get us a little ways away from the creek. That'd be nice. Let's see.
Cool.
Well, welcome. Take a load off.
Yeah, where am I gonna put my tent? As we're going, we're hiking through this really kind of different ecosystem, this different landscape. It's very damp and wet, but with the wet nature of this hike, you know, in my mind, I'm starting to think like, I kind of want to have a campfire tonight. I hope that we're able to get all of this wood to be able to burn, to have a fire if we so desire. So it might be a problem. You think this will go?
I hope so.
Otherwise, we did all that work for nothing.
In my mind, I was like, hey, I'm gonna show Brooke my wild man skills and start a fire with, you know, just like one little click of the lighter here. It's gonna be no problem.
Yeah, get in there. Little guys.
It didn't go as planned.
Oh, no, I thought we had it.
It turns out that it's actually really difficult to start a campfire out here in West Virginia in winter in one of the wettest wilderness areas in the state. I was feeling a little bit humbled. So we did successfully get a fire going, but the wood was constantly wet. It was constantly needed attention. It was tricky. It humbled me. I feel like less of a person. I feel cold. I don't know who I am anymore. Am I an outdoorsman? Am I skilled? Do I have value? Am I worthwhile? Yes, I am. Seneca Rocks is this really interesting place because you essentially have an old seabed, a layer of sandstone that somehow through geologic time gets completely flipped vertically, and you just have this really narrow spine of rock that looks like a rock climber's playground, and it just stands like this tall monolith in the valley that is so strange and not at all what I expected to see in West Virginia. Are the bald eagles plentiful here?
Yes, definitely. We even have golden eagles come through too.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so cool.
they're
Those
considerably
golden eagles
bigger
are-
though.
Yeah, so impressive. That was amazing that we just got to spot an eagle right there.
Yeah.
So this is the observation deck for Seneca Rocks.
Yep, when you're hiking up the rocks, this
Yeah.
is the best viewpoint you can get.
Yeah.
And if you're a rock climber, you can try your hand at actually climbing the rocks.
This is really interesting to see the valleys and the mountains of West Virginia. You know, I'm from the West, and I think that I didn't have a concept of the mountainous West Virginia, but it's beautiful, and there's definitely some vertical mountains here.
Yep, we keep it pretty steep sometimes.
Yeah, it's impressive. I love it. Today I'm meeting up with Rod, who's one of the main ski patrol guys here at Canaan Valley. We're here kind of at a funky time. We're kind of in between some storms, and we've had a little bit of some warm weather that's melted out a bit of the snow. But that won't stop us from having a good old time here. So we're about to go drop into one of the steeps here and have some fun. Ready, Rod?
It really has the feel of you're skiing in the woods. There's no commercialization anywhere. There's no houses hanging out over a trail. You're not skiing under a road.
Yeah.
And that to me is really cool, because most other resorts have really just sold out to the commercialism. And so it just gets that feel that you're in your backyard kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. It's amazing that even though the conditions aren't prime, it still just feels so good out here. Riding with Rod is great. And honestly, any day you're on the slopes is a great day.
Epic Trails is brought to you by Bean Vivo, fueling your adventure. Wiley X, go confidently. And don't forget to join our online community on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
So I'm heading to Babcock State Park and the Grist Mill, which is one of the iconic places here for West Virginia. So I show up today and it just happens to be perfect weather. We just had the rain turn into snow. Everything is dusted with white. It's pristine, it's beautiful, and it's just got this quiet, peaceful charm to it. Something that's really cool about being here in the winter and the off season, frankly, of when most people are traveling to West Virginia, is that no one is here. I'm at some of these iconic places and I have them all to myself. So getting to walk around the old grist mill at Babcock State Park, with literally by myself, getting to go to Cathedral Falls by myself, and some of these really otherwise maybe highly visited places are just empty. And it allows me an opportunity to just sit and reflect and think and soak it in and really just have such a unique opportunity to experience this like few people get to do. One of the most popular trails in all of the national park system is the Endless Wall Trail, which is truly iconic. It's beautiful. You've got this stunning sandstone kind of gorge cliff, kind of like what you see out west, but this outcropping of rock that protrudes out from the canopy of the forest and really provides this dramatic landscape within the greater gorge. So woke up to a blanket of snow, and I'm meeting up with Phil with the Arrowhead Bike Farm, and today we are going mountain biking.
Yeah, nice to meet you. You guys ready for a pretty exciting bike ride?
This is different than I was expecting out here. When I woke up today, I was thinking, man, I don't know if today's gonna be a good day for mountain biking or if it's gonna work. And got there and Phil was like, no problem. It's still just gonna be another great day out here. So he wasn't bothered by it. So we got all our kit together and decided, you know what, let's just go for it, charge the trails. And it was super fun riding through all these snowy trails.
Ooh. Sweet.
Yeah.
We hike the rest of the way?
Hike the rest of the way.
Okay, cool.
A short little quarter mile out to the Rocky Point. I used to come down here while I was a teenager, backpacking and whitewater rafting.
Oh yeah?
It's fun to be back here now. I've lived in a lot of places. You know, I've lived in Bolivia and China, Colorado, California.
Really?
And nowhere compares to just the awesomeness that is West Virginia. That's almost heaven.
That's
tell you
high
what.
praise,
Right?
and it is almost heaven. So this bridge is obviously a super iconic bridge.
It used to be the world's highest, single arch bridge. And then I think a bridge in China has beat it out now. So now it's the highest single arch bridge in the Western Hemisphere.
Okay. We'll maintain that for a
Yeah,
while.
exactly. You know, so it is almost 1,000 feet tall. It's over 1,000 feet long. There is one day a year that you're allowed to jump off of it, Bridge Day in the fall, and it's a big base jumping festival.
This is stunning.
Now let's keep riding, and we'll ride across the bridge itself. It's going to be amazing.
We get to ride across the bridge?
We can ride across the bridge. It's going to be really awesome.
Okay.
And then we'll actually drop all the way down to Nuttleberg and check out some cool ruins.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got a big ride ahead of us.
Riding a bike across that bridge, that's when you really notice just how large and massive this bridge is. It is pretty stunning and pretty wild to be out there.
Epic Trails is brought to you by Cotopaxi, gear for good. Mystery Ranch, built for the mission. And InForAdventure.com, inspiring, educating, and encouraging outdoor adventure.
West Virginia obviously has a huge history tied in with coal. And so it was pretty interesting to be able to ride through the old coal mines that are no longer operational. But you can still see the mining tracks, the ovens, the infrastructure that was left behind. That's a pretty interesting part of this national park here. So when was this place operating?
John Nuttall came exploring for coal in the 1870s and opened the mine by 1873. And then he and his family managed it until 1920 when Henry Ford bought the mine. And so then the mine continued to operate under various different owners until 1958.
And so now we can ride our bikes and hike or whatever. People can explore these trails.
Yeah, so there's just kind of a web of trails here that we're allowed to ride through and hike through. Of course, don't go climbing on any of the equipment or anything. It is rusty and falling apart, and it could be a really bad day.
So I am here at the Ace Adventure Park, and this is one of the best ways to experience the winter adventures here in West Virginia.
During the winter, you can zip line all year round. You can rock climb, you're just gonna have some really cold hands. Same goes for rafting, you can raft, but again, you're gonna want that wetsuit.
I didn't really know what to expect. You know, I've done a lot of these kind of high adventure kind of things before, and I was thinking that maybe it was gonna be just kind of a ho-hum fun experience. And on the first zip, I was like, whoa, this is awesome.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. See ya.
Here we go. That was really, really fun. What a great thrill to kick things off here. And the team assures me it only gets better from here. Lindsay, how many zips are there for the day?
Today we've got 9 zip lines and 2 sky bridges.
So are you just like kind of testing to see if I've got what it takes to make it through here?
Oh, for sure. That first one is the test. If you
Okay.
can do that first one, we're not worried about the rest.
Oh, okay. Whew, I passed the test. Good.
You did great.
Nice.
My favorite zip line is the plunge. Nothing beats that heart-pumping feeling of jumping off that thing. Whether you're going forwards or backwards, it really catches your stomach.
Should I be nervous? I'm feeling a little bit nervous.
Got it, both hands. Stay crossed, okay? 3, 2, 1, see ya!
This is such a fun way to go have a thrill, to conquer your fear of heights, to get your adrenaline up, and just to have a really dang good time.
Get a shot of that, Max!
Well, I have never done anything quite like that. That is a zip line and a half. So much fun, such a great experience here. And with this cold, crisp, beautiful weather, couldn't ask for a better day. Thanks to the team here for leading me here at Ace Adventure Park, and I am a happy camper. So I've ridden across the bridge, I've hiked around the bridge. Now it's time to hike under the bridge. The bridge walk is a pretty popular way to experience the bridge. And for those inclined to really just see a lot of exposure, to see the gorge from a really unique perspective, the best thing to do is to go for the bridge walk. And you see the infrastructure, you see all the old architecture, and all of these leading lines and arches and curves. It's really pretty fascinating to see it from underneath. I feel like West Virginia is a true gem of the East Coast, and it has it all here. If you want to ski, if you want to mountain bike, if you want to hike, paddle, climb, whatever you want to do, even here in the winter, you can do it. And this has been a revelation here for me. And I am truly thankful for this whole time. And honestly, what more could you ask for?